We are quickly going past the 3 o'clock hour here on January the 8th of 2017. I should be doing something like sleeping, but I'm not, so I figured why not finally jump in here and do some sort of video update for you people, if there is any of you waiting for another video on this channel. I mean, I could say, with a quick plug here, that you need to at least keep checking, that's a new word to use, keep checking at zombiesdon'trun.net, because I will be having reviews written and up pretty soon for The Orphan Killer from Real Gore Releasing, all full of its choppy glory, but there is a replacement disc on the way. The Mad Mutilator, cover B, from the limited to 600 copies Mad Mutilator release from the Videonomicon from Canada. The new, Australian release of Beyond the Gates on DVD, if that's not glaring enough for you. And, of course, The Blair Witch, which came out Tuesday. I've had it, I think, since before Christmas. Got it once, just got to write a review for it. But all that's coming up on the website. But mainly, I just wanted to do a little quick thing here and show you some stuff that I acquired in the past few weeks, because, you know, you got to spend the Christmas cash, you got to do all this, you got to do all that. So I picked up a few little things in there. No major haul, but I figured we would at least cover what I did get. I actually went to Wal-Mart, bought a few things. We'll start with that. It's the smallest haul. I have the Valley of Violence, or In a Valley of Violence, as I should say. Ty West's new film that isn't a horror film, it's a Western. I actually had to go to Walmart twice to look for this thing. The first time I went, and they only had it on DVD, and I didn't want to sell for the DVD, so I went to another Walmart, and then finally I went back to the previous Walmart the next day, where I was lucky enough to find it on Blu-ray. So, and I liked it. I'll say I liked it. I ain't going to do a full review on it, or I may do it later on. But I will say I liked it, and unlike most Ty West stuff, this one kind of gets right to the point. It doesn't really drag as much as you're used to his films kind of doing. Next thing I got at Walmart was a very odd one. Now, I've seen these popping up in the collector groups and stuff on Facebook for a little while, so I was on the lookout for it, and it's Satan's Little Helper on Blu-ray. This figure had a $3 sticker, but it rang up $1.60 or something like that. It was in a box by the baseball wrestling cards, where I like to go venture out every time I'm at Walmart, and they had a box of very obscure, I don't know if it's obscure, but garbage, I guess you should say, titles on Blu-ray, and they all had the Last Chance thing on them. And this was the one, when I seen the stickers on them, I knew this had to be somewhere in the bunch, so I picked it up. Very odd release, to say the least. It looks like a well, it is Blu-ray, but it looks like a bootleg, is what I'm trying to say. It's not a VDR, it's a real BD. It's the TV edited version, which I'm planning to figure out a way to get this to actually start focusing, but it's a TV edition version, which means when it starts, it has your TVM logo. It pops up randomly during the movie. It is heavily edited. The cussing is bleeped out. Birds are blurred out. It cuts some of the best scenes out. Any gore scenes are pretty well gone, like minor spoilers here, but the cat scene is removed. And another minor spoiler here, when somebody's gutted and their intestines is tied around a chair, that's not here. And it kind of cuts up the very last thing there near the end of the final act, the bloody moment there where someone gets stabbed. So it's in HD. I will say that much. It's in HD. I've never heard of Screen Media. Never heard of them. I don't know why somebody would license the TV version of something, but that's apparently what happened here. So I don't know. It's there on Blu-ray if you want it. I would still recommend, if you're going to pick it up, to at least go get the real DVD, which I don't have, but I need to add that to my collection, because if you're going to have this, and if they're not going to put out the Blu-ray version, so why not go get both, right? So you'll have at least the TV cut in HD, and you'll have everything else in standard. But that was Walmart. From Walmart, I ventured, one more from Walmart. I had holidays here. Some pretty good directors in this. The most noticeable one probably is Kevin Smith, who handled Halloween. It's very Kevin Smithy, if you know what I'm saying. But I don't know. I wasn't a fan of this. Picked up at Walmart. It's pretty cheap. They're not doing a Blu-ray, or at least they're not doing one yet. But I grabbed it at Walmart for like $12, and It's got, like, Valentine's Day, Halloween, Father's Day, Mother's Day. They skip some pretty important holidays you thought they might cover. There's probably 2 to 3 actual segments that are memorable. Kevin Smith's is memorable, but maybe not for the best, so did not like this. I actually had this one on my worst of list for the year, and I may actually do a video for that sometime this week. I did a written one, so why not do a video one too? But that's holidays, and was not a fan of that too much. And we'll get on to the stop at the family video now, which is still kicking and alive here. They had a buy 2, get 1 free deal or something of that nature, so I picked up something. They didn't really have a lot that A, I wanted, and B, I didn't already have, so it was kind of slim pickings, but I got Deadpool finally on Blu-ray, which it actually comes with a slipcase. Really enjoyed this one. I kind of overdosed on superhero movies this past week. I watched this and a number of other ones, but I really like this one a lot. The only bad thing about family video is when you buy it, they only give you the Blu-ray. They don't give you both. Sometimes it's a bit of a fight to get the special features disc from them, which I did fight that war and win a couple years ago with Spider-Man, but this was good. I can see why everybody liked it. Ryan Reynolds is a funny guy. I always have been a fan of his. Picked up The Wailing. Would have preferred this on Blu-ray, but everybody was hyping it up, and it was so cheap, so I figured why not go ahead and grab it. So I got it, and I watched it, and it actually ended up being like a late entry to my top 10 list of the year, with my only beef with it being it is pretty long. So it's got that going against it, but what it has going forward is a very unique story. It's one of those that kind of keeps you guessing to the very end. I was kind of pretty well going back and forth on how I thought things were going to go to the very end of it. So it is definitely worthy of the spots it's been getting on people's top 10 list. It's just a little bit long, and it really reminded me of the Yellow Sea, which is odd because it's got the same director, which I did not like the Yellow Sea, but I do like this. Let's make sure you're ready for something that's going to last a while before you watch it. I also picked up Creature Feature. A lot of reviewers got this one. I didn't get it. I probably could have got it, but I just went ahead and just passed on it, and then there it was. I needed something for the third thing, so I went ahead and went with this. Kind of okay for what it is, anthology. I kind of like the whole comic book aspect of it. It's kind of like a low-rent Creepshow, but it's not as low-rent as Creepshow 3 was, so it's alright. I don't know how many times I actually go back and watch it, if ever, but it's okay for a once through if you can and do enjoy indie horror films. Just don't expect nothing too great from it, but the stories and segments do intertwine a little bit. Actually ended up going to the Game Exchange, which is like a new thing that popped up around here since Hastings closed down. Or maybe it's been here for a while. I just didn't notice it till now. So they have this thing with Blu-rays and DVDs where if you buy 2, you get 1 free. I traded in a bunch of stuff. I had a bunch of doubles, and I ended up getting quite a bit of store credit. So that and something else that happened here I'll get to in a minute. They gave me an extra 10% off. Man, I got all this stuff for free. So, well, technically free. I traded in a bunch of stuff I didn't want, but it is what it is. I got 2 box sets in this, and the first one is Star Wars, the original trilogy. The only ones I really like. I mean, I like the new Star Wars movies, but that prequel trilogy that came out when I was in high school, I can go without those. I don't need those. But this one here, the box is in a little bit of I don't know, a little bit of damage, a little bit rougher than maybe I'd have wanted for something that I didn't own for years and have this happen, but the discs are fine. It's Blu-ray and DVD. Most places have the whole set, and most Game Exchanges do, but this one just had those, and I figured why not? It's $30, but hey, it's the original 3. Sadly, it is the altered ones, as you know, but there's people online that are wheeling and dealing for the unaltered versions out there if you want to look those up. But with the death of Carrie Fisher and stuff, I thought, why not? I had to have these because I didn't have them, and I felt kind of bad for not having them all these years, so I got them. Another trilogy I picked up was the X-Men trilogy, the beginning trilogy, which is actually probably the most solid 3 X-Men films you're going to find. This was my first time watching the new one, Apocalypse, which was okay. I liked it. I don't like it as much as I liked Days of Future Past, which is probably the best X-Men movie ever. That probably actually passes part 2 of the original trilogy for the best X-Men movie ever. But, hey, it was $30. It's pretty well new. The voodoo codes worked. So, I don't know why somebody would buy it and then just immediately take it back to somewhere to exchange it, but I guess their loss is my gain in this case because I really like these, and plus it's like practically new shape. And then I ended up getting something free with those. So I just went with Kevin Smith's Chasing Amy. This was one of the good Kevin Smith movies before he went and smoked himself retarded. I do have the Criterion DVD of this, of all things, and I did have the VHS of it back in the day, but this is one thing I figured was pretty well worthy of upgrading. The Blu-ray, haven't got to really dive into the features. I don't know how it compares to the Criterion DVD, which is like sitting right over there, but why go get it now? But if it doesn't have all the features, well, I've got both copies, so that's good. So there was that for free. So then I went ahead and I bought 2 more things to get something else for free. So I bought the Road Warrior. I've got Mad Max. I've got the new Mad Max, Fury Road, but I didn't have Road Warrior, and of course now all I need is Beyond Thunderdome, but hey, that's a pretty good one to have. So I picked it up, and it sounds like I'm launching these things, so I'm just handing them over here. And then this is where I've got my extra 10% off here. I picked up Paranormal Activity 4, just because of the pure fact it was cheap, and for the fact that I'm trying to get all of them. Now I've got every one of them on Blu-ray besides the chosen ones, or whatever that was, the marked ones, whatever they call that. And I don't have that Japanese one they did either, but this one here I didn't have it. It was cheap and I got it. But dude couldn't find the DVD version of it, so he gave me 10% off everything there. But it's no big loss to me because I probably wouldn't have watched the DVD anyway. And plus, I probably never watched this Blu-ray, at least not anytime soon, unless I want to marathon those things for some reason. If I ever get to the point where I hate myself and hate my life, I can marathon them. But, you know, I don't want to. They're not all bad. I like the first one pretty good. I like the last one all right, but this one, you know, is probably the worst one, if I do remember. But you know how it is when you're a collector and you've got almost everything. You go ahead and try to fill in the blanks. But this one here, I picked it up. I put it down just then, but I did pick it up. But it's probably not as bad as the one I got for free, because I was running into slim pickings, people. I was running into, you had to pick something. So I didn't really see nothing that I really wanted. But I went ahead and went with this Children of the Corn Genesis, which looks rough. The cover looks rough. The disc looks perfect because somebody probably watched it once. It was like, why did I buy this? But besides the fact somebody probably either spilled something on this or peed on this, this was like new, the disc was. And this was like the only one of these that I did not have on Blu-ray besides Part 2, which I don't think is available here on Blu-ray yet. Maybe it is somewhere else, but everything that is available here on Blu-ray, I've got it. And now I have this. So that's my update. And here, pretty soon, maybe I'll get around to actually doing some reviews or my top 10 list or something like that. But I figured that was something that beats nothing for right now.